Hi everyone, thanks for joining in. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make an entire cavern, dungeon, exploration map using only the tiles found in the 5th edition version of the Dungeon Tiles Reenacted Dungeon set. So let's get started with what I consider my entry to be. I've got some gates or doors here, just a little bit difficult terrain because might as well make things hard to start with. We have a singular guard fighting 2 dinosaurs. Now what I have noticed is that some of the pieces, specifically these curved ones there, I'm not quite sure where they're supposed to match up against, given what's actually on both sides of the tile. So for me personally, I'm totally fine with just putting something else on top so I don't have the gaping hole that is there, and that's kind of the same logic here, slash I didn't know what to do with these little stairs, so I've just put them there as well. So this piece here, it has light sources coming from all 4 walls. I'm happy to just use theatre of the mind to say that this wall and that wall do not in fact have lights coming out of them, and that this is perfectly fine for a NPC or PC to just come down these stairs and they make their way over to, whoops, I knocked that a little bit, to another set of gates, and they come across. Now I've put some spider webs, cobwebs here, just to cover up some interesting little tiles. So if the players get rid of the cobwebs, they can uncover some mushrooms, or they can uncover this little stain. I'm going to say for storyline that is some kind of a magic charcoal scenario that's been left there and permanently damaged the ground. So we'll take this little guard and go up here, and we can see that he's fighting, this guard here is fighting a dinosaur. And pieces like this, there's a few singular pieces in this dungeon set. I personally don't mind just sticking them on top for some flavour. Like you could just have a cavern, but I think it's kind of cool to have a little pot by this campsite. So we go up the pathway, there's another little, it's a very small pool of water I believe, and a little fight happening. Then we come to this kind of more open area with a lot more of these mushrooms that were revealed at the beginning of the cave, and another dinosaur fight. So we come up to the pathway, and what we've got here is a kind of natural area that features some water, a lot more of those mushrooms, and for fun I've put some lava here. Now the other side of the lava is some water, but I think it's kind of cool to have random bits of lava coming out with a lava monster. So make my way past a little natural pool area. I will touch base on this piece here. So the reason why I've kind of just plaqued that there is, with the water pieces as they are, there's no area that shows where the water has come from. So I know it's just putting pieces on top of each other, but just extending the little pool of water and saying that they come from that waterfall there. It's not perfect. I'm sure you could just put some pieces of sticky tape down to make it stay, but that's aesthetically what I would like to do. A big tip would probably be to put sticky tape everywhere, because you can see that there are a couple of like 2 by 1 pieces where players can easily just, knock this and then everything moves. So then I've got another little dead end and some more dinosaur battles, and sometimes you get, it's inevitable. I'm trying to use every single piece just to show what you can do with this set. So it doesn't exactly match up lining, but I'm not going to complain that isn't perfect. So now I have the big dinosaur battle. Hopefully these 7 guards are on point today. So I just decided to make this another dead end to a hole. And here we've got happening a evil Yoda. fighting some PCs in a campaign that I'm actually playing currently. There's a gnome and there's a half-elf. So what I like about this area here is it has a bit of character in it. There's a few tiles that have bookshelves, some scrolls that are all over the place, some random holes, etc. And then I didn't want to expand on this area because I didn't actually have enough tiles, but you know, players can come out here, discover there's some bones of how many dead bodies, come back out, and a few more bones there. I kind of like tying that piece to that piece and the cinematics of it all. So I have a, I didn't want that to go into more caverns, so I've just put this singular piece that also has a black side option just out. So then we've got a staircase, and I'm using the exact same staircase to go down into this area. So here, so once again, I'm not actually sure how this mechanism works, but the other side there's a trap that just goes down, and I've actually got an idea of where that could go down when you go down these stairs, which I'll point out a little bit later. But we've got this lava, the water kind of ties back to the whole natural area over here, hence why I really wanted to use the lava. And if these are opened, which the other side of the tile doesn't show them open unfortunately, but these little gates are opened, we come to this area that has a statue and two ominous looking bowls with water and blood. And what's cool is this could be a little reveal for something even more ominous right there. So then the final area, when let's take our foreign oaken shield player, and we've opened this little gate that's here. He goes down the stairs to find the big baddie. And so this area has quite a few tiles. If I just show you a little bit of an angle, sort of sitting on top of each other. This would definitely require a sticky tape scenario for sure, because that could easily be knocked. This little piece of ice spider's dragon here can be knocked. This dark wizard lady could, when you're placing her down, could easily knock over this area. So I would recommend, if you wanted to do something like this, definitely start using some sticky tape. But yeah, that's kind of the end of my video. I just really wanted to show you that with one of these sets, you can actually make an entire cavern, dungeon, exploration, mini one-shot for everybody to play. Because there's lots of areas where you've got dead ends, you can have beasties there, you could do a fog of war reveal of all this map. I do appreciate that not everyone has such a large square table, but hopefully this video is just giving you some ideas as to what you could do with the 5th edition Tiles Reenacted dungeon set. So thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.